There's the archetype. You've been on a hell of a roll. Ready to keep it going tonight?
You know I am. But
Fire away.
you've been putting...
Yeah, you've been in
Fair
fair
enough.
Luke, tear that.
Did you hear? I'm wrestling at Survivor Series, one-on-one with Penta.
Aldous might have mentioned something about that. Good news, Hector. You earned it.
I couldn't have done any of this without you. I wouldn't even be on the main roster if it wasn't for you.
You'd have found your way here sooner or later. Win or lose, I know you and Penta are gonna have everyone talking.
I plan on winning.
No doubt. Seriously, Hector. Congratulations. Whatever happens, I'm proud of you.
The archetype set to take on Kaiser.
General Manager Nick Aldis and our producer Road Dogg pulling Jacob Fatu back.
Fatu's letting him off the hook tonight. And the archetype may be hurt.
Archetype! I'm done with the disrespect. Only reason I didn't send you to the hospital is because I want you in the ring. Every day, you out there talking. Oh, I gotta get back to Braun and the Wise Man. Oh, all that matters is the WWE title. Nah! I told Road Dogg I want the archetype at Survivor Series. I told Aldis to put my title on the line. Don't think you just got an opportunity, though. Nah, you caught a sentence. See? This isn't just a belt to me. It's my legacy. It's my blood. It's my family. I spent 819 days in the box thinking about coming here and taking what's mine. When my grandma passed away, Umaga laid his Intercontinental Championship to rest with her. The IC belt is buried in my family's crypt. And you think you're gonna put disrespect on it? Nah, Oos. I'm not some stepping stone.
When Roman Reigns first mentioned the idea of bringing Jacob Fatu to WWE, I told him the Samoan werewolf is an agent of chaos you simply cannot control. Fatu's a tornado, a monsoon, a volcano. Why would you antagonize a force of nature?
I know exactly what I'm up against, Paul.
I'm not sure you do. You have been playing it safe. Taking baby steps. This isn't like anything you faced in NXT. Jacob Fatu is a force. Hey, let's face it. This comeback of yours?
I know I can.
Hey, I've been looking for you. You alright?
Yeah, I'm good. Just been focused on my match with Fatu.
I felt bad I couldn't get out there to help when he jumped you. By the time I
I
realized...
appreciate that, Hector. It's all good.
Great.
Whether it's a...
You still get butterflies before you go out there?
I've got a match against Jacob Fatu tonight. There's a whole swarm in there.
The Samoan werewolf's no joke. You ready for him?
Guess we're about to find out.
After all you...
Hey, Adam. It's good to see you.
You're killing it on SmackDown since you won the Dusty Classic. If that match against New Day had happened on Raw, I would have fought for you to keep the titles.
I appreciate that, but you know where I'm trying to get. If Hector and
The one you're currently on led you right to Jacob Fatu, so you might want to check your compass.
Oh,
You
I
can-
will.
Sounds like...
scene. Gets out of dodge.
And Jacob Fatu took that as a personal insult. There was a chance to win the title. And Fatu is looking to end his comeback once and for all. In the corner. Suplex. An overbearing assault on Jacob now.
Jacob Fatu is going to have to dig down deep here. He can't let up now. Time to gain ground now.
And Jacob with the win.
Reciprocating the initial reversal.
Jacob Fatu sensing an opening here.
The archetype is in trouble. This is not going to be win well. He's got a chair, and it looks like he's headed to the top.
We're about to see a giant Samoan steel chair splash.
Who's going to crush the archetype? Just saved his mentor's life.
Hector telling him to take the chair and bust up Fatu.
Doesn't look like the archetype's willing to get his hands dirty. I can't believe what I'm seeing.
You asked for this! You made me do this!
Jacob Fatu is hurt. Idea what just happened.
And he does not care.
Jacob Fatu retains the championship.
It's one thing to have to face the Samoan werewolf, but there was no chance the challenger was going to overcome a betrayal.
Hector Flores just stabbed his mentor in the back. Now we just have to find out why.
And now Hector Flores is here to answer questions about what happened tonight at Survivor Series.
No, Byron. I'm not going to answer any questions. It's finally my turn to talk. And I know you all want to hear me address what happened here tonight. In my match against Penta. Oh? Is that not what you wanted to focus on? Yeah, well, neither did my so-called mentor. Tonight was the biggest match of my entire career. And did the archetype even wish me luck? No. Just like always, it was all about his comeback journey. He asked me to watch his back. And when I did, he acted like he didn't need me. Again, just like always. He didn't need me. I was the one who pointed out that he had severe blind spots. And I was the one who brought him out on the indies to show him what modern wrestling looks like. If it wasn't for me, he would have been stuck at the PC, and you never would have heard from him again. Then, he acted like he did me a favor when he brought me to NXT. I carried his ass all the way to win the Dusty Classic. Then what do you think the so-called archetype does? He traps me in a locker room so he can go out there against the New Day.
That's a...
Is it? No matter... And...
Archetype, I know you don't think we're done.
We're definitely not. Fatu, I think we're gonna be doing this for a long time.
You talking like you earned my respect. You didn't earn nothing.
He stuck his...
You got
What's
me.
that?
I'll run.
Did you have any idea? Did you see it coming?
Now, in retrospect, yeah. I missed every sign, plain as day.
You're sounding very zen about this. Hector Flores may have cost you the Intercontinental Championship.
I'm mad, believe me. And I got even angrier when Hector spun all those half-truths and lies in his press conference.
What about his challenge for the Royal Rumble?
Hector and I will have our reckoning. Down the road.
So you're ready to declare yourself?
No. I'm a man.
Well, I'd
Where
say...
do I... Roxanne, if I were a betting man, I'd guess you were about to say something extra.
Me? Never. I was just going to point out with a little more ethical flexibility. There were plenty of ways for you to win that Intercontinental Championship.
In other words, I could have cheated.
Well, yes, but not necessarily. You turned your back on a Samoan freaking werewolf to check on the poor squished referee.
I'm not going to apologize for doing the right thing, Roxanne.
Losing to the New Day, losing to Fatu, losing your former partner. How many times does the right thing have to blow up in your face before it becomes the wrong thing?
What do you get out of being the devil on my shoulder, Roxanne?
You're
And
a winner.
Archetype would not make it into the Royal Rumble match, and tonight he kept his promise.
If you didn't want me in the Rumble, why put me in a qualifying match?
I had nothing to do with Hector Flores being the referee.
Then who did? It's your show, all this!
This image in your head of the evil GM scheming against the hero? A lot of things have changed since you left, and that is one of them. But how Hector Flores ended up in SmackDown's referee rotation, and specifically your match, is a mystery I'm going to solve.
Little late now. That match with Orton was my ticket to the Royal Rumble and Braun.
You could make a fair case for a reversal due to biased officiating.
The Archetype beat sentimental favorite Randy Orton.
Are you suggesting?
Yes.
You've...
I don't need time.
I quit matches are no joke, my friend. And putting your WWE career on the line? Whichever way this thing goes, someone's life is gonna change.
It's going to be Hector's.
It could be you on the losing end. You worked so hard to get back here. And
You're right, there's no...
Then you should also...
Big night?
Yeah. You saw how this all got started.
You must have a lot in your mind. I just wanted to say, I've been where you are. I've stood in that ring and ended the career of one of my heroes. I've had mine ended by someone I respected, maybe even feared.
Everyone's talking to me like I don't understand the gravity
It's
of...
not just about your career. After
Hector needs...
I hear you.
Woods, you're looking even more pleased with yourself than usual.
I was just thinking, you know, I could have told you about Hector. Day one, I looked at that dude and thought, squirrely. Like, hide your lunch money, squirrely. But hey, you had to find out the hard way. Betrayal, humiliation, career on the line, classic pro wrestling. Kind of poetic.
Hector made his bed. I'm just the guy flipping the mattress.
Your walk on the high road hasn't exactly been smooth sailing. Maybe it's time to try something a little different.
Yeah? What did you have in mind?
You could take the scenic route through Chair City and make sure he never double-crosses anyone again. Or you lose and you're gone from here for good. You might want to start thinking about what gets results. Champions bend the rules, break the mold, and leave people with no doubt who they are.
I've been thinking a lot lately about honor.
That's deep truth.
I've been through a lot the past. Then my
Thanks, well then we better...
Catches the leg.
Don't assume he'll be saying, "I quit" anytime soon.
Meeting the steel.
You heard the famous stuff. I guarantee you, he's decided with some gesture. Scaling the ladder here, and once he's what's happening here.
The Archetype has a decision to make that will define the rest of his comeback.
I cannot believe it. After everything Hector has done, the Archetype is a good man.
But is Hector Flores? What's going to happen here?
They end things on good terms. That's what's going to happen.
After everything Hector cost him, the Archetype has given him one last WWE moment.
Man, I got chills. That's what this business is all about.
Thanks for taking the time to meet with me, Adam.
Of course. I gotta say, that was quite the win at the Royal Rumble. And then you made the right call.
But that's not one.
I figured
We are full speed.
so you
Exact.
that might be
Might.
I
This title, this championship, I held it once, briefly. But in that moment, I stood alongside greats. Cody Rhodes, Bray Wyatt, Roman Reigns. But I didn't come here to cling to the past. I came to let it go. I'm donating this championship to the WWE archives because this is where it belongs. The only title that matters now is around the waist of Braun Breaker.
I think we've heard about enough.
You want some?
I'm here, aren't I? After what I did
What
to
you did is
that's
what
enough.
you're gonna do,
This isn't
Brian.
the place.
And you just flew halfway across the country.
Gentlemen, please. Braun, this isn't worth it. This is a desperate publicity stunt by a relic among relics. This man thinks that by donating a used retired belt, he can magically insert himself into the main event of WrestleMania? No, that is not how it works in the era of Braun Breaker. Unlike the archetype, I came here with actual news. Braun Breaker's challenger at WrestleMania will earn the right inside the Elimination Chamber. So enjoy your ceremony, put your trophy on the shelf, tell yourself you meant something.
Well, you certainly made a spectacle at the archives, didn't you? A little out of character for someone who just graciously shared the spotlight with the man who tried to end their WWE career.
I just needed to make a statement that I was sure Braun Breaker and Heyman would hear. And they did.
Maybe so. But Heyman was right. Winning the Elimination Chamber match is the last ticket to face Braun Breaker at WrestleMania.
So what do I need to do to get that ticket?
Simple. Earn it. Go find Road Dogg. He'll set you up with matches against top opponents. Go out there and make my decision easy for me.
Hey, Road Dogg. I'm here to qualify for the Elimination Chamber match.
I'm pulling for you, but these opponents aren't going to be easy.
That's exactly. What do you got for?
This will go a long way to helping you qualify for the chamber match.
This match will be fought by the two stipulated. These matches are often seen as a test of endurance and a definitive way to determine who the competitor truly is. Relentless forwards. I think rage took over in that moment. Nothing but blind rage. First fall. Some people see it that way, but it's obviously the second fall that really counts. The first fall can be a confidence boost, but the second one is the one that gets you
I have a main event level opponent lined up for you in the...
Emotions running. That's where his opponents can find their opportunity. He might be able to read what AJ's going to do.
You won in the chamber match? Try to win this first.
So don't expect him to step